Butikaya Oyesen, all my relations, all of you, hello. I am going to do a number of segments here on fear in easily digestible, say 5-minute segments. This is my introduction to it. So I started out recording this, trying to do this on Thursday night. I got really carried away in recording the coronavirus blues, which I posted on my personal account that night, and I just posted here on the business account. So that took so much time that I worked on this video around midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and when I finally thought that I had the right take and I reviewed it, I realized that there was still so much I wanted to say, and that video was already long. So here I am, like I said, doing the digestible chunks. And this is my introduction to it. Fear is, oh my gosh, it is our enemy. Fear has been gripping this nation for much too long of a time, and I'm afraid that right now it is really magnified. Yet this is our opportunity to come together. We had the same opportunity during 9/11. And I mean, that was something I lived through, so I know about it. And in the immediate aftermath, we talked about the, quote, death of irony. We talked about no more being insensitive and no more being confusing in our communication. And we kept that up for a few months, and then we squandered it. Now's the opportunity again. Listen, I want to tell you guys something. Just in the past 100 years or so, we lived through the global flu epidemic. We lived through World War I. We lived through the Great Depression. We got through World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, which was a big mess. Watergate. We went through other wars in the 90s. We went through, as I said, 9/11. We got through all of this. See, my faith comes from something very simple. Some of you don't believe it, and what I believe in, that's a shame, because I think that's bad for you. But I believe in a benevolent God, and that the benevolent God made intelligent design, made humanity with fantastic attributes: compassion, intellect, grace. Some of us have all these attributes. We're going to get through this. I am absolutely convinced of it. We must follow the directives. Now, some people say that the directives you follow for a few weeks, some say a few months. At the outside, the longest projection I've heard is 18 months. And the only thing that's really different from just good personal hygiene, which, by the way, we as Americans haven't been following, so I'm hoping that the big takeaway from all this is we learn how to keep ourselves healthy and clean and not spread germs. The only thing that's really different is the social distancing, the 6 feet away. We can learn to deal with this. And let me tell you how I know this, aside from faith. Perfect example. When the AIDS epidemic hit in the 80s, at first the fear was so rampant. First it was within the homosexual, within the LGBTQ community. And the idea was, oh, we can't have sex anymore, we can't be close anymore. And then it spread to the idea of just everybody. We can't have sex anymore, we can't be close anymore, human contact will come to an end. But that's not what happened, is it? We figured out a way around that. Not only did we figure out the importance of sexual protection, condoms and the like, we also figured out how to get tested, how to identify who was safe, how to be monogamous, how to have these communities within communities where we can find and feel the safety. And now in 2020, the LGBT community is bigger than ever before, stronger than ever before. They got through this. We, Americans, the world, will get through this. It was only just a few days ago, I read about a possible cure for AIDS, for HIV. A possible cure after what? 35 or more years since the epidemic first became a thing? And yet, despite not having a cure, as I said, the LGBT community is stronger than ever. Humanity will come through this. I'm absolutely convinced of this. So, That's my first video, easily digestible junk. In my next videos, I'm going to address specific fears that have been rearing their ugly heads. Peace, four fingers! Talk to you very soon.